So, hi guys. I know it's been a really long time since this episode came out, but I'm here to review the fourth episode of Midnight. I hope you still like this video. There will be spoilers just because when I like doing spoiler reviews for things like this, and it came out 2 weeks ago. I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to watch this. Hopefully you guys still like it. So I'm gonna do spoilers. Let's jump into that. I really, really liked this episode. It did take me a little while to get back in the the groove of things and to be like, oh yeah, this is what's going on. But once I remembered and once I got back into it, I really liked this episode. And I think the ending of this episode was one of the best parts of the show so far. It's so strange, but so intriguing, and you don't know what's going on. Why are Mark and Steven separated? Where is Mark? Why is Layla like in all white? Where are they? Why is the villain the head of this? Why is he tied to a wheelchair? What's going on? And then the hippo comes, and that makes it even more strange. This is so bizarre, and I love it. It's so strange, and but so good. Um, so I talked about the ending. In the all of the rest of the show, all of the rest of this episode at least, it's kind of just been like an adventure story, which is still really fun, and it got to bring Steven and Layla closer together. Because I feel like before, they were just kind of like, I don't really know what to do with these two characters. What are you doing? But I feel like this brought their friendship closer together. I really hope they don't. I don't know. It's kind of strange right now because it looks like they're going in the direction that Layla and Steven are. Like they kissed in this episode, and that was very strange to me. It made me uncomfortable, which I hope was the point. I really hope it was the point, and they're not going in that direction. Um, but yeah, it was weird. The things we learned about Mark were really interesting too, and how he was there when Layla's dad died, and it's so far in the show they talked a lot about her dad and how her dad had a big impact on her life. So I really liked that. I think the adventure story aspect of the first part of this episode was interesting, but it was all leading up to the end. And that can be good, but I feel like the really, really big part of this episode was the very final 5 minutes of this episode. And I'm really excited to see Mark and Steven separated because although having them be together was interesting and made for a strange dynamic to the show, I think it will be pretty interesting to be able to see them interact with each other as humans and not like I don't know how they're doing it. They're going with a thing, and they also were talking about like Steven and how he's not mentally stable. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I'm kind of confused with what direction they're going in because if they are going in that direction, I don't know. If they are going in that direction, which would be really interesting, I think I feel like they have always been like, yeah, that's what's going on, but I don't think Steven or Mark or like whoever Mark, I think, I don't know, have fully come to terms with that. So I will be interested to see how they do that. And yeah, like I said, that very last scene really confused me, and I really can't wait to watch the next episode because it's been so long since I watched the show. The next episode is already on Disney Plus, so I'm going to go watch it hopefully sometime today. If not today, definitely tomorrow. And I'm really, really interested to see how they're going to do this because the ending was just so crazy and so unlike anything I've ever seen Marvel do before. I'm really excited to see this new side of Marvel because I feel like they're going in this direction with Multiverse of Madness too, with a different feel, just with the multiverse. And that was another thing I thought it could possibly be with the ending, is all of the beginning could be the MCU timeline, like the main one that has been going, and then possibly the last section could be a different timeline, which could lead into Multiverse of Madness, but that could be way off. I don't know. Um, but I think that would be really interesting if they're going that direction. And like I said, I really did like the beginning of this episode, but it was kind of just like, okay, cool things are happening. They fought this really cool monster that was really scary, and made me be on the edge of my seat the whole entire time because it was just so bizarre. The one thing I will say about this whole entire show so far is that it's so unlike anything I've seen Marvel do, and it's so bizarre, but I love it. I love it so much. It has those characters and that witty humor that Marvel is known for, but the overall story and how they're dealing with some of these things is so unlike anything that they've done before. Even recently, like with What If and Falcon Winter Soldier or Loki even, it I feel like it's just shaping itself to become something else, and I'm really excited to see how they're going to do with it in the future. Um yeah, I'm really loving it so far. I loved the beginning. It had some all throughout the whole entire show. It had some really good humor. I feel like the writers are coming more to terms with who these characters are and getting going with learning more about them, because I feel like the first couple episodes was just like, okay, this is who Steven is, this is who Mark is, this is who Layla is, and we're learning more about them, and it was interesting, and you got to see a lot of different cool stuff with their characters, because their characters themselves are really interesting. But I feel like now, with it being this far into the show, they're finally coming to terms with how can these characters come together? Why are they in this situation? How can they get out of this situation? What does the world around them look like? And I'm really liking that side of the show, and I think it's making it even better than it was the first couple episodes, and I was already loving it the first couple episodes. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I really love this episode and all of the show so far. I can't wait to see what the next episode is, because I was just talking about the ending of the episode because it was so interesting to me, and I'm so confused about what's going on, and I love it. I'm so excited. I need to go watch it right now. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Please go watch Moon Knight. It's amazing. It's on Disney Plus, and I love you 3000, and please stay safe. Bye guys.